Hi beautiful, welcome to Magnetismo for the week of the 21st of January 2019. It has been a very intense week over here. My parents are in town from New Zealand and it has been non-stop. And as you can see, I'm filming in a different spot. We completely rearranged my living room. My father helped me turn the light fixtures in my living room into these like rainbow lamps essentially, and it's all feeling really good in here. So I am feeling like I'm in a really good place, and the cards of the week obviously reflect that because that is how it works. Like attracts like. So when you're feeling good, you're gonna pull cards that feel good. You know what's really interesting is in the past when I've been struggling with something, I have occasionally relied on tarot cards too much. And I would be in this place where I felt bad, or I felt lack, or I felt scarcity, and I would just keep pulling cards until hopefully something came up that I liked. But the thing is that when you don't feel good, you are going to pull cards that don't make you feel good, right? It's just going to reflect back at you what's going on. So if you're ever in a state like that, I really recommend do something to break your state. Dance around the room, meditate, have an orgasm, do whatever you gotta do, but break that state before you dive into divination, because you are only going to pull cards or symbols or see signs that resonate with where you're at vibrationally and on a frequency level. So just a little tip from me to you. You're free to disregard it if you want to, but thought it might be helpful for some people listening. Now, before we jump into the cards for the week, I wanted to let you know Magnetismo started today. I am getting the most amazing feedback, which is like the pleasure of a lifetime to get such beautiful feedback on a class that I'm offering. And today, Sunday, is literally the last day that you can get the full year for $20 off. So if you want to join us, this is the time. And these tappings are super powerful. Anyway, okay, enough of that. Let's get into the cards. The first card that I pulled is an oracle card. It is from the Bad Bitch Affirmation deck. I don't know why you don't own this deck yet. Like, let's just hop to it. Stop wasting your time. Gabriella Rosie is the shit, and you need her cards, especially when you pull things like this. Surround yourself with high vibe honeys. I mean, does it get more perfect? I'm willing to say that it doesn't. Surround yourself with high vibe honeys, baby. This is exactly what you're doing when you're part of High Vibe Honey every week. Amazing. And especially with Magnetismo, when you tap in a group, holy shit, things change. There's an amazing thing when it comes to tapping called borrowing benefits, which you can Google if you're interested. But basically, if I'm in a room with 20 people and we're all tapping on something, say one person in the room has an issue with insomnia, and I lead a tapping and we all tap on it and we all talk about how we have insomnia. We all talk about how it's difficult to sleep, how we feel about it, whatever that person with the issue has said about the issue. We end up feeling better even though that's not our issue. We are able to clear things, release things, move through things with so much speed and ease and grace, even though it wasn't exactly our issue. So with Magnetismo and even with High Vibe Honey, it's exactly the same thing. Even if the stuff that we're tapping on doesn't feel totally resonant, you will still experience benefits from that. You will still gain from that. You will still have movement and shifts and experience change from doing it. So that's another amazing thing about tapping. Like, the more that I do it and the more that I learn about it, the more amazing it is. And I've been doing this for 13 years now. 13 years! I can't believe I've been doing that for 13 years. But it is always amazing to me what you can achieve with it and how things move. And those of you who have been doing High Vibe Honey with me since we started, which I think was maybe May or June of last year, you have grown and evolved so much in this time. So you're the best testament really to how this stuff works, right? Like, it just works. It's weird, but it fucking works. So let's just keep on keeping on. But this card, I don't even think this is really about advice necessarily. It's just a reminder that you're doing the right thing by investing in yourself and by spending time around people who are in a similar vibration to you. And I've always said that it's better to be by yourself than to spend time with people who are negative or toxic or whatever. And I've had so many occasions in my life where I was in what felt like a bad emotional space. And once I either broke up with a boyfriend or moved away from a situation, things just changed without me even really having to make any effort or do anything different. Because the vibration of the people that you surround yourself with is so important. What they believe, you will begin to believe. What they say, you will begin to repeat. This is just how it works. So if you are around those people who are negative or toxic or just fucking pessimistic or realists, fuck a realist. Fuck your bullshit. Who cares? I am not interested in your realism. I want fantasy, and that's what I'm creating for myself, and so are you. So, fuck those people. Surround yourself with high vibe honeys, just like this card says, and you're already doing it. So, good for you. Good for you. Now, for our tarot cards of the week, I have pulled from the OK Tarot by Adam JK. You can buy these online. I think he also has them at Urban Outfitters now. What a legend. Amazing. Good for you, Adam. And these are great. I love them. They're just, the illustrations are really simple and cool, and it's just a nice little set. So here we go with these cards. These cards are amazing. They're literally, well, not literally, but essentially they're all the same story, which is kind of cool. So here we go. Here is our first card. The first card is the world. Peep that shit. I have a RuPaul deck of cards. It's only the major arcana, unfortunately, but the world is RuPaul. Everyone else is like, you know, Sharon Needles or whoever, but the world is RuPaul. RuPaul. So the world card is about completion. It's about fulfillment. You know, whenever you see a circle, you know that it's about kind of something coming to a close, or, you know, you're closing a loop. You're like ticking something off the list. You know that it's all come together. And the world card says, like, you are doing a bang up job, and you have probably either achieved something really big, like achievement unlocked. You've either achieved something really big or you're very, very close to it. And this echoes what we said last week, which was like, you're just on the precipice. You're on the very, very edge of this thing blooming and coming to fruition. So this is either a fuck yes, well done card, or a it's just about here, so hang on. And if you are at that completion stage, the world card says, it's time for you to have a party. It's time for you to celebrate that and get excited about that and really congratulate yourself for doing so well. Because in life, it's so easy for us to forget about the things that we've achieved, or we do it and we're like, okay, great. And then we're on to the next thing, and we're on to the next challenge or goal or whatever. And obviously it's important for us to move forward, but it's also equally important for us to celebrate our wins. So the world card says, let's do that. Throw yourself a little party, buy yourself a little piece of cake, like whatever you have to do to feel celebratory and victorious is what you should be doing. Maybe go buy yourself a nice handbag or whatever it is that floats your boat. Go do that. Treat yourself, honey. You've earned it. The other thing that I really love about the world card is that it can help us see what our place is in the grand scheme of the universe. And this is definitely true for me right now. I feel like recently I have come to a place of really understanding where I fit in the grand scheme of things, understanding, you know, what my work is about and who I'm contributing to, where I sit in a spectrum of different people and what they offer. I'm understanding that really clearly now, and I'm understanding what about me is different than people who may be teaching similar things. And I'm learning this from observing, you know, what people are asking for from me, what people that I run into say about what I do. When I was at Abraham Hicks 2 weeks ago, I think it was 2 weeks ago, I had a lot of different people come up to me and say that they love the way that I present things because it's spiritual, but it's not woo-woo, and it's not weird, and it's like, I make it really easy to understand and really easy to digest and really relatable. And that's such helpful feedback for me. And hearing things like that from people helps me understand, like, okay, this is the right direction for me to keep moving in. And so if this card is feeling resonant for you, I want you to start paying attention to what people say to you about who you are, what you do, what you bring, because this is about really figuring out where we just fit in and what our place is and where we have the most influence, essentially. The other thing about this card is it's really about what are we contributing and what is our community doing, and thinking about that in a really grand scheme. It's like that thing where you zoom out and you Google Earth it and you look at like what's happening in my community, what's my place in it, where can I contribute, what can I do to make things better, and who can I help? So those are some really good questions to ask yourself right now. And you may have also guessed that the World card is often about travel, seeing new things, having new experiences, encountering people from different cultures, different countries, different backgrounds, and learning from them and letting that expand your world. And I am literally traveling with my parents tomorrow, so there you go. It all makes sense in my world too, for sure. Now, the second card that we pulled is the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands is so similar to the World card. It's about recognition. It's about being victorious. It's about taking on a challenge and fucking killing it and doing an amazing job with it. So this card is again about reaching that peak, that apex, that summit, and being proud of yourself and allowing yourself to be proud of what you've achieved. This card is about using your strengths and knowing what they are. Just like with this World card where you're like seeing the grander scheme of things and understanding where you're at. This is about using your strengths, totally using them. Now, this card can also say that you may need to promote yourself a little bit more. So don't be shy about what it is that you do, what it is that you bring, what it is that you're contributing. This is the time to toot your own fucking horn, honey. And especially, it is a full moon eclipse in Leo today. So this is the time to really stand in your power and be like, here I am, I'm proud of myself, I'm a bad bitch, I'm doing the work, I'm being the best human I can be, which I know you are, and not being shy about that. Who has time to be shy? This is not the time to be shy. Just own that shit and go forth. And the thing is that when we stand up and we own who we are, and we're proud of who we are, and we have a sense of real confidence in ourselves and our abilities, and the fact that we are contributing in an important way, then we allow everyone that observes us to do the same thing. That's the coolest thing about living out loud and living your truth and being bold and not being like shy and timid and whatever. That doesn't give anybody permission to do anything. But when you're big and you're bold, when you are like the fucking Liberace of your industry, then you inspire other people to do the same thing. And when we can all stand up and be proud about what we do and who we are, everybody benefits. If you don't tell people what you do, the people that need you and need your services and need your business and need your whatever it is that you have to offer, those people don't know that you exist, and so you're really doing the world a disservice. So don't be shy about your talents. Don't be shy about what you bring. We need to know about it. We want to hear about it. Bring it on. And our third card is the Strength card. So the Strength card, again, is about doing the damn thing. And the Strength card especially is really interesting because it's about using your inner power to get things done. So it's not just about brute strength. It's not about making all the phone calls. It's not about being aggressive. It's about having your vibration in check and knowing that you can do more by being gently persuasive. And gentle persuasion is all about your charisma, your energy. What do you bring to the room? What's your presence like? So this card is like, in the original artwork for the deck, this is a woman and she's gently prying open the jaws of a lion. She is using her gentleness to get the lion to do what she wants it to do. And that's what this card is about too. It's using your energy and your vibration and the way that you are to influence the world and to influence the people around you. This card is also about self-control and discipline. So where do you need to step that up a little bit? Could you benefit from having a more diligent workout regime? Could you benefit from having more of a schedule with the way that you work? Like, what could you do? What systems could you put in place? Where could you be more disciplined so that you can get more done, so that you can feel better? And it might be as simple as really working a magical morning routine into your daily life. It might be as simple as starting to meditate more regularly. Whatever it is, you probably have an inkling of what that thing might be. So think about what you can do to use your inner strength to create the changes that you want in your life. So you are a very powerful person. You are someone who knows about manifesting. You're someone who knows about vibration and frequency and feeling good. And these are things that you're practicing regularly. So once you have these things under your belt, then you are a powerful person. And this card just reminds us to use our power for good, to be kind and benevolent with your power. Don't wield your power in an evil way. Use it for good, use it with kindness, and use it responsibly. So in keeping with the full moon in Leo, and in keeping with the World card and the Six of Wands and the Strength card, today we're going to be tapping on being proud of who we are, feeling good about who we are, not feeling ashamed, not feeling shy, but feeling really, really good. So here we go. I would love for you to drink some water, as always, get really hydrated, and then we will jump into the karate chop point. Even though sometimes I feel shy, I accept myself anyway. Even though sometimes I don't want to toot my own horn, I forgive myself. And even though sometimes I downplay my successes, I love myself anyway. This is the time for me to stand up. This is the time for me to be proud of who I am and proud of what I've achieved. And it's actually really easy for me to do that. I have achieved so much. When I look back at my life, and I'm really proud of myself. I have done some incredible things. And I want to step fully into my power. Which means that I need to let go of that shy part of myself. And it may mean that I need to promote myself a little bit more. And even though that makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable, I accept myself anyway. Because I am ready to level up. I am ready to share my gifts with the world. Because I know that when I do, everybody will benefit. Gala isn't just saying this to be nice. It is a genuine fact. So even though I've been a little shy in the past, I'm ready to let that go. I'm ready to be a human rocket ship. And I'm ready to go big. Okay. Let's jump into it, baby. This is gonna be so good. And the timing is so good. Full moon in Leo, like holy shit, it's about like big hair and drama and style and pride. And when you think about a Leo, you know, the Leo is the lion. The lion walks around like the king of the jungle. And when a Leo in their highest expression of Leo-ness walks into a room, they light the room from the inside out. They are radiant, they are royal, they are benevolent, they are kind, they are warm, they're charming and charismatic. And that is what we want to channel in this tapping today. We want to channel that sense of kind power. And kind power is so the Strength card. That is so what it is. It's not about force. It's not about being difficult. It's about knowing how powerful you are and choosing to use it graciously. So let's do that shit. Even though sometimes I can be shy, I am ready to let it go. I am ready to step into my full power. And that's what I'm going to do as soon as this tapping session is over. I am ready to share my gifts with the world. I am ready to really go big. and to let go of any fears I may have around that. Because I know that those fears are just holding me back. I know that when I tell people what I do, and I tell them confidently, and I tell them like I know that I can help them, they will benefit. And I will benefit too. There is no point in me hiding my talents under a rock. There is no point in being a best kept secret. I want everyone to know about what I do. And I want to use my power, which is significant, for the betterment of the world. Letting people know what I do is not a selfish act. It is a benevolent one. So even though in the past I may have played it a little small, I forgive myself for doing that. And I'm ready to let it go now. I'm so excited to let people know what I do. And I'm so excited to have new people in my life who are excited about what I do too. I'm ready to be on the world stage in a really big and beautiful way. Not in an egotistical way, but because I know that I can help. I know that my unique talents were given to me for a reason. And the reason was so that I could share them. So that I can help people. And so that I can uplift those who need it. So I'm ready to really go big. To be proud of myself. To celebrate my successes. And to share what I know with the world. I know how good that's going to make me feel. And I know it's going to make other people feel really good too. In fact, sharing what I do and who I am is a true act of radical self-love. And so it is. Okay, deep breath in. Hold it at the top and exhale. You did a beautiful job with that. Now, here is your homework for the week. I want you to comment below and I want you to tell us what your skill is. What is your talent? What is the thing that you are amazing at? What is the thing that you are learning about and becoming better at? Tell us about it. And then I want you to comment on the person below and tell them that they're doing an amazing job. Let's have a little brag fest. I want you to say like where you've been featured or who you've worked with or what you're proud of or what your greatest moment in doing this work was, because we want to hear about it. It makes us feel good. So share that with us and don't be shy. Come back and do this tapping again if you're feeling too shy to brag about it. But I want comments full of bragging and it's gonna be a fucking love fest up in this bitch. It's gonna be amazing. So if you enjoyed this tapping, please join us for Magnetismo. As I said, this is the last day to get $20 off the whole year. The link is below in the description. And please remember to like this video, share it with your friends who have amazing skills and that you want to inspire them to share it with the world. And please subscribe to my channel as well. We are not yet at 10,000 followers. Let's get it done. I love you, you're amazing. And oh, by the way, when you subscribe, you can turn on your notifications and as soon as these videos go up, you will get instantly notified. So you'll be high vibe honey gang for reals. Okay, I love you so much. Have a beautiful week. You are gonna kill it. Like, this is gonna be a really powerful week for you. I love you. Bye.